California, the biggest state on our adventure, both literally and figuratively. About a year before we left on this journey, we had a vacation planned for California. Our plan was to spend about a week in the two main stops here, Sequoia, then Yosemite. But after canceling that trip for the choice to commit everything to this journey, we had one saying: Yosemite or bust. And we were getting close. But first, let me talk about Misty. Smart, beautiful, hardworking, but above all, a lover of living creatures. More specifically, her babies, but also trees. This woman loves a good forest. So before Yosemite, we had to
go see these big ass trees.
We stayed just outside of Sequoia National Park. Windy roads took us to the entrance, but once there, it felt like a different planet, like something out of Star Wars.
We're on our way to the General Sherman, and Misty tells me this is the largest tree in the world. I'm pretty sure it's at least a couple feet tall. Well, there it is, the largest tree in the world. In all seriousness though, this thing is ridiculously enormous. Sort of like the Grand Canyon, it doesn't make any sense. It feels like we're looking at something in Avatar.
I'm sad.
What? Misty said because she can't hug it. Oh, baby, it's okay. You got me, you can hug me.
As a matter of fact, the size of all these trees is insane, not just the General Sherman. They'll all blow your mind. But aside from that, after being in the desert for about 2.5 weeks, seeing something other than reddish dirt was a welcome change of pace. And this pace was just what we needed.
Really hard to kind of capture the scale of these things. This thing's freaking huge. It's really, really big. Now we're out here looking at more giant trees on the Big Trees Trail. Look at that thing. What?
After 2 days, we moved on to the most beautiful place I have ever been, Yosemite. I'm a lover of rock climbing, and after watching Free Solo about 10 times, we needed to get up close and personal with the walls Alex Honnold soloed. Half Dome and El Cap, thousands of feet of granite with nothing but his hands, feet, and a chalk bag. Thousands of feet that make these climbers look like tiny specks. And to stand at the base was nothing short of amazing.
Well, here it is. We're touching El Cap. By the way, I got new sunglasses. Some cool dude gave me his sunglasses. I told him I liked them, so he just took them off and handed them to me. But yeah, we're at El Cap, and look how high and tall this thing is.
Yosemite is one of those places that can overwhelm you and fill you with peace all at the same time. If you're a lover of the outdoors, it could be your playground. And for us, it just meant more hiking.
We're checking out, what is it?
Mirror Lake.
Mirror Lake. Apparently it's a lake full of nothing but mirrors.
Yeah, that's what it
That's
is.
exactly what it is. This place is magical. They got lakes full of mirrors. Well, we made it to Mirror Lake, and it's pretty impressive, but not quite as impressive as a lake full of mirrors. Am I right? She's eating a granola bar. She doesn't want to be filmed. We're almost up to Vernal Falls, and we had to stop and put our
rain jackets on because apparently it's pretty misty up here. So far the views have been spectacular. Well, it's definitely very misty, very cold, and very wet, but it's also very worth it. After climbing what seemed like an entire mountain, we finally made it to the top of Nevada Falls. So check it out. We're about to get wet again. It's freezing! We were there at an interesting time, our one-month anniversary on the road. We were at the place we wanted to be the most. It all felt perfect. This was where we were supposed to be, at the perfect time. Were there problems? Of course. No coffee? How are we supposed to function? Well, after doing some investigating, turns out the entire town of El Portal is without power. Apparently they're doing some repairs from when a fire came through, I think either last year or during the winter. I don't know when the fire was. Why am I trying to pretend like I know? The problem with the power outage is that it was hot, and we have the animals to think about. We wanted to take Suki into the park. We wanted that memory of trotting her through this magical paradise. But we couldn't leave the cats alone, just in case it got too warm. So it was a waiting game, and after about 8 hours, we won. I think even Suki realized how amazing this place is. For me, there will never be another place like Yosemite. Towering walls, amazing hikes, waterfalls, my favorite national park so far. This, hands down, the best thing I've ever seen in my life. This is the coolest place I've ever been. Said make my food. Now, woman. Make me tacos.
No, you're talking to.
I'm talking to you, woman. Yeah, that's right. Get that meat open.
Stop.